Alright, what's going on, guys? Real quick, before we get into the video, let me just mention these two things. First, I did actually get a strike on a video that was like over 2 years old. It was one of the things I see on Twitter episodes. I don't really know why, but long story short, I am going to link my second channel at the top of the description down below. And if you guys could just go subscribe to that, just in case anything stupid happens like last time, because last time I got suspended for 2 weeks. I've taken some measures to prevent that for this time, but just in case something stupid happens, go subscribe to that channel. That way you guys at least know what's going on, because last time I had like thousands of people asking me what the fuck was going on, and there was like no way for me to really explain it. So this time I'm letting you guys know beforehand, just in case something stupid happens again. Number two, I don't know if you guys have heard, you probably have, because literally everyone has made a video about the new YouTube algorithm, how it's fucking everyone over or whatever, but basically it seems that the way that it works is it goes off of likes and comments now. I think watch time is still important, but likes and comments definitely play a factor, because Keemstar did like some sort of social experiment or whatever where he made a really shitty video and it was only like a minute long, and he said, hey, like the video and comment on it and let's see if it gets put on trending. And then literally the next day it got put on trending, which kind of proves that all that matters is likes and comments. That's why you see these people spend like 2 minutes at the beginning of every video like sucking your dick, like, hey guys, smash that like button. If we can hit 40,000 likes, I'll fucking suck your dick. You can bukkake on me. That's why you see people doing that. I always thought that was kind of a backwards way of doing things, because you should probably ask people to like your video after they've seen it, not before, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna say it here this one time, because I don't want to sit here at the beginning of every video and be a fucking loser like, hey guys, smash the like button. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna tell you here one time right now, if you guys fuck with me and you do happen to like me and you want to support my videos, if you could make sure to always leave a like rating on them, that would be much appreciated. And also leave a comment as well. I don't even care what your comment is. Your comment can just be, hey Birdman, you're a faggot. Hey Birdman, kill yourself. I don't care what your comment is. Whatever you want to say, just leave that comment down below and we're good. So anyways, let's get on to the actual topic of the video. Let me start it off by showing you this tweet right here. As you can see, this girl asks, will we ever be able to check other people's combat records in Modern Warfare Remastered? And Mr. Wendell Wobble responds with, we don't want that information used to bully and shame people. Alright, so basically, if you haven't played Modern Warfare Remastered yet, the way they have it set up is, while they do have combat records in the game, you can only look at your own combat record. It's not like it was in BO1 or BO2 where you can just click on someone's name in the lobby and see their combat record. So the girl was asking him if they could change that, and Mr. Wobble's response to this was that no, they don't want to do that because apparently people will get bullied over their combat records. So just hold the fuck up here for a second, alright? Let's just think about this. Are you telling me that people actually get bullied over their kill-death ratio in Call of Duty? You're telling me that people are gonna get their feelings hurt over virtual numbers on a screen in a video game that literally mean fucking nothing? Like, I get it, even though I don't really consider cyberbullying to be such a serious thing, like it doesn't really make sense to me, but I get it if other people might get offended by something like that. You know, if someone's making fun of your appearance or, you know, something like that, okay, I get it. I get why you might be offended about that. I mean, personally, I don't really care that much. I think I've just been on YouTube and just been on the internet too long and seen so much shit that I'm just kind of desensitized to all of that. Like, it doesn't really affect me, but I can understand that some other people might not feel that way. But we're not talking about that. We're not talking about bullying as in like they're making fun of your appearance or something like that. We're talking about fucking numbers on a video game. Like, you can't be serious. This whole social justice warrior feminism, oh, let's not offend anybody, oh, just be considerate of everyone's feelings, like this whole attitude, I don't know what it's called, it's gone too far, man. You can't do shit anymore without someone being offended. In 2016, you do anything to anyone and they're fucking offended. Like, I don't know if Mr. Wobble here has ever played on Xbox Live or on PSN before, but someone talking about your KD ratio is like the last thing you should be concerned with. You should be happy if someone tries to talk shit to you about your KD ratio, because in my experience, experience, you know, I've been playing Xbox, I don't know, for like fucking 10 years or something. Every other lobby I go into for the last 10 years is filled with 12-year-old kids who go around talking about how they fucked your mom. You know, they just fucked everyone's mom in the lobby. Then they just start calling everyone the fucking N-word, and it's just like, hold on, man. You're concerned about fucking KD ratio? Like, no one gives a fuck about your KD, dude. Let's just look at this from a gaming standpoint, alright? First of all, let me just make this very clear. As you guys know, I am a veteran Call of Duty athlete, so I don't give a fuck who sees my KD, because y'all already know my KD's looking right. My KD's looking good. I hope you see my motherfucking KD. I hop into a lobby on any Call of Duty, and I already know I got the best KD in the lobby. I don't even need to check. So y'all can go ahead and view my shit, because you won't have anything to bully me about, nor would I give a fuck about what you say about my fucking KD ratio. Actually, it's kind of the opposite, because the majority of the time people see my stats and they're like, okay, either A, this kid's hacking, this kid's boosted, or this kid's a complete fucking loser, alright? Like, you would see my stats and you would think, damn, this dude's a fucking Eugene, but in reality, I'm built like Machamp, handcrafted. You know what I mean? So honestly, I think anyone with good stats probably wouldn't give a fuck if you saw their KD. So that takes out that entire group of people. So now if we take the people who have bad stats, these are the people who are supposedly gonna be the ones who are getting bullied, right? I would be willing to bet that most of them probably don't give a fuck about Call of Duty, and that's why they have bad stats. Call of Duty is not really a hard game, you know what I mean? You know, anyone that really puts a lot of time into it and tries to be good, you can at least be pretty decent, you know? Maybe you're not a pro player winning COD champs or whatever, but anyone that puts just a little bit of effort into COD is usually at least decent at it. I really doubt that there are too many people out there who really want nothing more than to be good at COD. They play every single fucking day, you know, they're buying scuff controllers, they're sipping on that G Fuel, they're trying so hard, and they still have like a 0.3 KD. Like, that just doesn't happen. So the people that do have terrible stats probably don't give a fuck about what their KD is. They probably don't even know what KD stands for. So if you tried to make fun of them for it, they wouldn't give a fuck. They definitely wouldn't feel bullied if you said something to them. So I mean, I'm no bio major here, right? But according to these scientific 100% proven facts that I have just brought up, this shit ain't adding up, alright? This shit doesn't make any sense. Now, I will put this disclaimer on it, alright? Because I guess there could be a scenario like this where we have ourselves a stage 5 Eugene who, let's say he has a 0.21 KD in Modern Warfare Remastered. You know, he's just not a Call of Duty athlete, and he gets into a lobby, my squad is in there, we all see his KD, we're like, wow, man, this kid fucking sucks, and we all just start roasting his shit, and then the game starts, and he just keeps getting shit on. He's like 2-40, and we're just shooting his body, and we're teabagging him every time we kill him, you know. And now Eugene, you know, he was stage 5, now he's like stage 9.5. He's just getting more and more upset until finally he says, I've had enough, and he just rage quits the lobby. And next thing you know, he says, you know what, I'll show them what my real KD ratio is. Packs up the AK into his backpack, goes to school the next day, and during lunchtime, you know, maybe he gets his KD ratio up to like a 26. He's out there about to get a nuclear, you know what I mean? Then we might have ourselves a situation. I guess that's what they're trying to prevent, but honestly, I just don't see that happening. I mean, I'm no expert on the subject. It's hard to really tell what a Eugene is thinking when he does the things that he does, but if we interviewed all of these school shooters, asked them what their thought process was, I don't think any one of them would say, yeah, I got bullied over Xbox Live about my KD, so I shot up the school. That's just not how it goes down. I mean, they probably did get bullied. That's usually what causes these situations, but it probably wasn't over their KD ratio. That's just my thoughts on the situation. But based off of my own personal experience, whenever like me and my team, or even just, you know, me playing solo, whenever we go into a lobby and we see some shit kids on the other team or some low-ass levels, I mean, we just kind of get happy. We're like, alright, fuck yeah, we're about to shit on these kids. They're terrible. None of us are like talking shit to them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. We don't say anything at all to them because we don't want them to leave. You know what I mean? If we start talking shit to them and they check out our combat records or something, like, oh shit, these kids are good, let's leave. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to have them leave the lobby. So we don't say anything to them at all. So in conclusion, I mean, I think this whole idea of getting bullied over your combat record is pretty fucking silly. I actually liked when you could see other people's combat records, because then you know, like, if you have tryhards on the other team and you need to focus up. Like back in BO2, in my prime Call of Duty athlete days, we see some good kids on the other team and we're like, alright, time to focus up. It's time to enter the battlefield, you know what I'm saying? Put the AK in the bag. We gotta show these kids who the real Call of Duty athlete here is. You know, I got a reputation to uphold, but now I'm old and retired and I don't really give a fuck about that anymore. So if I see some good kids, I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and find a new lobby. I'm too old for this shit. I can't be going hard like that anymore. I can't be playing fucking Eugene over here, who just fucking snorted a tub of G Fuel and he's treating this public match like it's COD Champs. Like, I'm just trying to relax over here. I'm not trying to play that. So anyways, yeah, I think it would be cool actually if they would allow you to see other people's combat records, because it actually does serve a useful purpose for the game to see like who exactly you're playing against. I'd like to know if the people I'm playing against are good or terrible, like going into the match. And also the people on my team, like if I see the teams and my whole team is terrible, they all have like 0.3 KDs, I'm just gonna back out before the game starts, because we already know how that's gonna go. Like, I'm gonna be doing good and all of these idiots are gonna be going negative and doing terrible and we're gonna lose, and it's just gonna make me mad. So I'm just gonna leave before the game even starts so I don't have to deal with that. So anyways, I think it would be a good idea if they allowed us to see other people's combat records. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Would you like to see other people's combat records, or have you ever been bullied over your KD or combat record in a public match lobby? Actually, if you have, you probably shouldn't comment that, because then the people in the comments are probably just gonna bully you as well. So maybe don't do that actually. But that being said, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Subscribe to my second channel as well. Don't forget, link is at the top of the description. Follow me on Twitter, links in the description for that as well. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.